I switched times with Miss Wendy Gafkin. She took my time this morning, and so she graciously let me have her afternoon time. And I'm excited to share another book with you guys today. It's by Rebecca Bowen, and it's called My Incredible Talking Body, Learning to Be Calm. And she graciously allowed me to read this aloud to you. Since this week, we've been trying to talk about how we can calm ourselves and practice mindfulness. I thought today that I would share this. So let's see the illustrations. And it says, when I listen closely, my body talks to me. It tells me if I'm hungry when my stomach feels empty and makes rumbly noises. It tells me I am thirsty when my mouth is dry and I really want to get a drink of water. And boy, today I was on a little trip with some folks, and we were just saying that we were super hungry and thirsty. So it definitely does give us messages. I wonder how that girl's feeling right there. It says it tells me when I'm sleepy, when my eyes are droopy, and I just can't stop yawning. Can you see? All right. My body also talks to me about my feelings. All right. And that's what I thought we'd talk about today, because I would guarantee you that some of you have some different feelings that you've been feeling since we've been out of school. So let's see what it tells us. When I am angry, my muscles get tight. My breathing is fast and growly like a bear. Sometimes my face gets really hot and turns red like a tomato. It is hard to think when I am angry. When I am, I'll let you see the picture. I'm going to learn how to do this one day. All right. When I am sad, my body feels heavy, like I'm carrying an elephant in my backpack. My face feels hot and wet. It is hard to breathe when I'm crying, and even harder to talk. I don't feel like playing when I'm really sad. I don't feel like doing anything. So have any of you guys felt angry or sad this week? What do you do when you're angry or sad? All right. Let's look at what this little girl's feeling. So yesterday we were talking about noticing body language, looking at faces. So that's something, especially talking about our feelings. So if we look at her, it says, when I am scared, it feels like I'm being chased by a cheetah. My heart beats really fast. My breathing gets all messed up. And sometimes I forget to breathe at all. All right, so right now, before I go to the next page, how about show me an angry look? Oh, I'm really mad. All right, show me a sad look. How about scared? All right, so maybe practice that with your families and even notice what your body does when you're angry. We talk about at school how when we're mad, how we can tell with our arms and what happens with our hands. So today, maybe talk to your grandparents or your parents, whoever is staying with you at your house, and notice when you have those different feelings. All right, now let's look at this page. I don't think she's feeling angry or sad or scared here. It says, when I am calm, my muscles feel relaxed, like my arms and legs have turned into spaghetti noodles. My breathing is slow and deep, like when I blow up a balloon. My brain thinks about butterflies and bunny rabbits and things that make me smile. And so if you notice the difference, that when you're calm, you sort of have some happy feelings, and when you're feeling a little scared or sad or angry, our feelings aren't as happy. And so I tell at school that sometimes we have comfortable feelings or we have uncomfortable feelings. So can you guess which ones we like to have better? All right, so here we go. It says, all of my feelings are okay. It is okay to be angry, but it is not okay to break things or hurt somebody, anybody, even myself. It is okay to be sad, but it is not okay to say mean words that hurt somebody's feelings or lie down on the floor and not get up. It is okay to be scared, but sometimes I have to try really hard to do what I'm supposed to do, even when it is scary. You know what? right now, for some of us, that's what we're doing. Things are unpredictable. We're just not sure, but we're just going to do the things that we're supposed to do. When I have a really strong feeling, I can do something to help myself get calm again. I can take deep breaths, tell myself, calm down, or count very slowly. He's doing that. You know, we've talked about that earlier in the week, about doing those mindful moments and breathing. All right, let's see what he's doing here. I can spend time alone reading a book, drawing a picture, or putting together my favorite puzzle. We talked about that earlier in the week, that, you know, find some things that you like to do. I can talk to somebody I trust, or hug my favorite stuffed animal. So one of the things that I sent home with my boys and girls was talking about maybe creating your own Calm My Body box at your house with things that you have around your house. So that might be an activity that you and your family can do. It says I can walk away, jump on a trampoline, or run around the playground 6 times. So we can do some activities. We might have to do that in our own backyard right now. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. I can lie on my bed and take a pretend vacation in my head to Hawaii, where I sit on the beach listening to the waves and watching the sunshine through the palm trees. So that might be a great idea, to close your eyes and pretend you're somewhere that you want to be, some special place. All of my feelings are okay. And that's what, boys and girls, I want you to remember, that all of the feelings that we have are okay to have. But it feels much better when I'm calm again. And when we're calm, we're in that green zone. We like that. All right, so I'm so appreciative of Rebecca Bowen for letting me share that book with you guys. So let's talk a little bit about this book. So we talked about at the beginning that we know how our body feels. We can notice our facial expressions, the way our arms and our belly and our heads feel, and we know when we're thirsty, when we're sleepy, or we're sad. And it tells us that we're not, you know, when we can't keep our eyes open, our tummy rumbles. So, you know, right now maybe you're feeling a little worried, or you're sad because you're not at school. You know, we want to listen to our body signals, but we want to do some things to help us so we don't stay in that downstairs brain, or feeling like we're in that yellow zone or that red zone, that we do some things to help us. So, you know, one of the things that you can do is you can wiggle your whole body and your legs and pretend like you are have spaghetti noodles. Or as older kids, you might could just shake it off. So why don't right now you stand up, and boys and girls, I want you to wiggle your arms and your legs and just sort of drop them like it's spaghetti that's been cooked. And if you've ever cooked spaghetti or had your parents cook the spaghetti, it just sort of drops down. So do shake, shake. Our older kids, you can shake it off and sing a song. But doing those kind of things with your body helps you get rid of some of that stress. Or in the book, they talked about, you know, putting your hands up here, and you're kind of like you're going to blow up a balloon, and you just blow into your hand. And what it does is that breath gets really hot in your hand. You feel like that balloon's getting bigger. Or you know what? It's like you're painting a picture in your mind, like the book talked about going to Hawaii. Maybe it's going to Disney World. Maybe it's going to a park you like to go to, doing those kind of things. And it gets your mind just calm. Because when you're calm, we can make pretty good choices. So it is very important to listen closely to what your body is telling us. So maybe tonight, act out some feelings. Maybe play some feeling charades with your families. It's a fun game. Listen to your body and know when you can say, I need to take a break. It's okay for us to ask for a break. Maybe draw your body and think about the emotions where your body feels. I know you probably don't have big paper at home, but you could draw on, if you have paper bags from the grocery store or just newspaper around, just draw your body. And think about some books that maybe you can do. again, just remember that our feelings are okay, that we might be upset, we might be sad now, worried, we might be excited about stuff. Maybe you love having your mom and dad or your grandparents home with you right now, and that's okay to feel that way too. It's nice to have that time with family members that maybe we haven't spent much time with because everybody's been working. So I want you to enjoy that time. So yesterday, I started introducing you to some more relaxation you can do. So I'm going to end today. I have about 5 minutes, and I'm going to introduce again some more things you can do with a chair to relax. So I'm going to move my computer so you can see a little bit better, and I'm going to get up. There's my chair. So I'm going to sit down in my chair. So I'm going to show you some things. I'm going to show you the card, some things we can do. So if you have a chair, you can sit in your chair, and here's a relaxation thing that we can do, a visualization that we can do. So if you want to sit like this young lady is sitting, so I want you to practice with me. So if you remember, we've been working on breathing all week, because again, I said this is going to help Miss Ross too, because I'm really practicing my breathing. So I want you to take a breath and close your eyes when you're ready. We're going to like we're going on an imaginary journey inside our own hearts. Because that was one of the things in the book they talked about, just imagining you're somewhere. So that gets us into a happy place and gets us calm. So ready? So eyes are closed. You're sitting in the chair. So I want you to imagine that you see some golden sunlight, sort of like it is right now, warm and soothing. I want you to imagine basking in this golden sunlight and notice how your body feels. You're breathing. As you breathe, see if you can let the sunlight relax and comfort you in your imagination. So you're seeing that sunlight. Boy, how does it feel on your body? Now, imagine that the golden colored light changes to soft blue, like the color of the sky. You can even imagine that you are resting on a cloud in the beautiful sky. How do you feel? Gently and ever so softly, the light now changes into a pinkish color. What shade of pink are you feeling or seeing in your imagination? Take a breath in and imagine the light pink color is now filling your body and filling your heart. Let the color change to any color you'd like now. As we breathe in, I want you to imagine peace filling every part of your body, your mind, and your heart. Each time you breathe out, imagine breathing out any hurt feelings or frustration or anxiety or sadness that you might have. All right, when you're ready, I want you to give yourself a big stretch, and you're going to open your eyes if you have them closed. So you're going to be a big stretch, and if you closed your eyes open, if you didn't feel comfortable closing your eyes, you can have them open now. All right, so that's just imagining. One of the things I used to do as a kid is we would lay in the backyard and we would look up at the sky and we would watch the clouds, we'd notice the colors, and that was a great way to calm down. But this is something you can do sitting in a chair. All right, let's do one. I think I have time to do one last one, and so we're going to practice a side stretch. I hope today, it was sort of nice today. This morning was a little rainy, but this afternoon has been great. I hope you took time to get out and walk around, do some things outside, because, you know, we're talking about our incredible talking body. Our body lets us know when we've been sitting too long, watching TV too much, or playing video games. That's why our eyes might hurt, or, you know, our legs get crampy. So very important. Take advantage of the sunshine outside and be outside. So let's do a side stretch before we have to go today. So I'm going to sit towards the front of my chair. Remember, you put your feet flat on the floor. Press your feet into the floor, and I want you to reach the top of your head towards the ceiling. So watch the card how he's doing. So I'm reaching the top of my head towards the ceiling. I'm going to be tall, and I'm going to have my spine stretching, and I'm going to stretch my arms overhead, okay? Now, I'm going to take my left hand, you can't see that, and I'm going to hold my right hand. So it looks like this, if you can see it. I'm holding. All right, I'm going to take a breath in, and as I breathe in, I'm going, and as you breathe out, you're going to go towards the right side. So ready, I'm breathing. Oh, and I'm stretching. Oh, I can feel that stretch. Can you feel that stretch? All right, really helps. So, and you know what? It says it can help to pull your belly button in. So I'm going to hold my belly button in a little bit, and then imagine that your shoulders are leaning against an imaginary wall that's supporting you. So you can stretch again, and you're breathing. Just breathing in and breathing out. So you can imagine that and come back to the center. So those are some things that you can do. You can go to the right, then you can move and go to the left, just some stretches. You might even can do these things while you're watching TV if it's a yucky rainy day or something. But try to do some things like this. It'll be helpful for you. So I've given you several things the past couple of days about how to calm yourself. And I think there are things that all of us can use. It's important to recognize what your body's feeling, when we get stressed, and try these things. So I'm going to try something new tomorrow. I'm going to try to do some yoga with you guys. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow. And I think if it's not raining, we're going to go outside and try some yoga moves. So you're going to see if I have the moves and if I'm limber enough to do some yoga with you. I hope you choose to have a great day. Have a great evening.